All right, this is this week's tiara, and this one's a little different. What I started out with was a bunch of different base metals. So these pieces I just got in the mail the other day, and they are brass, and they look like this. And actually these ones are already folded down, so they were kind of flattened pieces, and I folded them at different levels, so you can see that on the back. So here they are on the back here. And these are actually just glued on to the base this time because there was really no good place to wire these on. So I used my 5-minute epoxy and I wired them on. And then I had, pull out my pieces here, I had this piece. And this is kind of what I based the whole tiara on. I've been wanting to use these, but I hadn't really figured out how. So I didn't want to put them directly onto this back piece, so I used some gears and then put the skull on top of that. And then these are the copper pieces I typically use in my tiaras. There's 2 of them. They are also glued on here like this in the 2 layers. And then another gear at the top. So you have copper, brass, silver. These are actually gold, and they were sent to me by accident by one of my suppliers, and I thought they were cool, but I didn't think I'd ever use them because they're earrings and I don't have pierced ears. So I put them all together, and I like the look, but to make them more uniform, I actually spray painted the whole thing black. And then I went in with some acrylic paint. I used a gold acrylic paint, a turquoise acrylic paint, as well as a silver. So most of it's silver, as you can see. But then there's also the gold in some spots, kind of give it a little bit more shadow, because there's a little gold on the top. And then there's touches of turquoise that you really can't see. And then I had these cool crystals. So if you can see when you turn it this way, they're this fiery yellow red, and then when you turn it straight on, they're very purple, kind of a reddish purple. But I thought they were so cool. So I wanted to showcase those, and these are just different size Swarovski crystals. And I actually just got a set of these at the craft store. And then to add to the shape, originally I just had this piece at the top, but I thought it needed something more in this round shape. So I had these antique crystals I had bought on Etsy at some point. And so I added those with the 5-minute epoxy. And then I added the crystals again here. So that is pretty much the tiara. It's pretty straightforward, simple this week. But I thought it was kind of a nice look. And I actually might do another one of these and just keep it black with small accents of color, because that black was pretty stunning, but it just made it hard to see this beak and everything because it was so black as well. So there's this week's tiara.